Hey guys, well we're back in the shop today. This is kind of exciting because we're gonna try our new tool for aligning these holes. The first one we're gonna drill is the lock plate, and I've kind of got it set up. I got a drill bit. It's a little long, but it's all that the Ace Hardware had to offer, and we're gonna give it a try. It's a little bit smaller. This is the first bit that I'm going to run through here is a number 19. No, correction, a number 29. This is a little bit smaller, but if I can get it through to make a mark on the lock plate, then I can get my 29 and drill it, and then I have to drill the whole thing over again with a 19, which would be a clearance drill size for the lock bolt. I've already, where's it at? I've already cut my hole in my side plate, made my marks. So I'm going to zoom in and let you take a look at this thing while we're working. I've kind of got it set. So let's get after it. We're working live. See what happens. This bit doesn't have a lot of fluting, so we'll have to clean it quick a lot. Yeah. Feels like we hit the metal. So, see if we put a mark on it, I guess. I would imagine it hit the metal. Yep. Okay, it hit the, okay. Let's check the metal here and made a mark. So now we'll put it back in there and we'll drill the whole thing out with our 29. And then we'll thread this. And then I'll have to drill it back out again with the plate right in the gun stock. So the threads actually start to come through. The threads actually come out if there's a little variance in angle. Threads actually come right out to, they get threaded in at the right angle. Usually it's very little, if any at all. But, you know, it's coming through now. So, there it is. Yeah, it's on a little bit of an angle, but not enough to hurt anything. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get things that line up on this side versus things that line up on the other side. There's pretty much enough room though. So let's get this out of here. All right. Get our plate, our screw. Get it in there. This screw's going to be way long, but I just want to get it in there. I need a screwdriver. So, let's get this in there. This one's going to be good. Oh, it's not going in straight. Okay. Okay, we can unzoom her, I guess. So that's going to be the lock plate I use, and I'm going to inlet that. And she's popped through. And once I inlet that and figure out what, I may even inlet the screw head into that metal just a little bit. And once I get all that done, then we can cut off that. So the next project will be these two. Okay, so that metal, I should have marked it. Hopefully we come close enough. I like checking things before I just push it right through. Oh yeah, it's right in the center. So we can go ahead and push our 29 through now. So we got her where we want it. And then we'll thread it, and that one will be done. Dandy. So I'm going to go ahead and drill here's my 29 bit. Let's drill my 29 hole now through that metal. And then we can thread it and put a countersink in, and we got one of these done. Okay. There's the top Tang screw, and that's just perfect. That's just dandy. So let's see what we got here. The other side. Oh, okay. For this last Tang screw, a little bit of work to do. For some reason, the 19 I have, well, there's nothing wrong with the bit. The free play bit, the screws on this kit are just a touch fatter than a 19. Don't ask me why. I know notice they have a different head. So it's just a little different screw. And that was giving me some trouble because I didn't have any play in there. But I got that worked out now. So all I got to do is put this one on and then countersink these guys. And I mean, this tool is great. And I built this tool to line up holes along the stock. And I kind of, when I was building it, figured it to where it'd work for these Tang screws. And man, it's making the job so much easier and so much more accurate that it's ridiculous. Had to use a shorter handle here because of the comb. These fine threads, I like to make sure I use plenty of, this is actually came with a sight drilling and tapping kit. And I like it because these are 8x32, so they're pretty fine threads. And be careful, go a little, come back, go a little, come back, because they will snap off and then you have a problem. And I can get enough problems all together all by myself. I really don't need a broken off screw to be one of my problems. So this should go right in there. This is going to be super. This is going to be a super long screw. But they're all the same size. So that's going right in there. That tool just helps. So I can't cut off these screws until I countersink. So let's get that done next. And then we can put the screws in, measure them, cut them off, and go from there. Now these screws have smaller heads on them, so I'm going to have to be careful on my countersinking project here. Countersinking can be messed up. I mean, you want that screw to come down right level and perfect with the edge of that countersink. And sometimes that's kind of hard to do because all the screws are a little different. This one looks like I came out right on the money first try. Oh yeah. And perfect. All right, one more. Then we can cut these off. Boy, that's just beautiful. I don't even need to do any work on that head. So, get this guy going. See if I can come out perfect the second time. I'm not usually good at coming out perfect at all, let alone 2 times in a row. Always the first time. Oh boy, just a touch. I bet that's gonna do it. I'll be glad when these screws are a little shorter. Getting to be kind of tiresome with the screwdriver. Oh yeah. That's gonna be just right too. It's real important to get, and sometimes I goof this up, it's real important to get the right, oh, I come out perfect. It's real important to get the right angle. Let me, what I'm saying here, so on this stock, this screw actually goes into the deal at this angle. And if you drill it straight, you're not going to be able to seat this screw in the countersink. This one's straighter, but it does have just a touch of an angle. And that's why I like to drill, tap, and everything right in the hole, because then I get that angle right, and when we cut it off, we can just buzz it down. Okay, I can't cut off this lock plate screw until I inlet this, and I'm going to do that now. Well, what's kind of cool is you saw this work, and if you stay with me, we're going to use it also on doing the barrel keys. It worked good for this, so I think it's going to work for the barrel keys. If you want to make one of these, I have 3 videos on my page, part 1, 2, and 3, of making the Tang screw jig. So check those out if you want to. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. If there's anything, I kind of blow through some of this stuff because I got to get this gun finished. So I just work on stuff, and if there's something that you need to see that you haven't seen yet, please put it in the comments and I'll try to include it when I do these videos. Otherwise, as always, thanks for watching. I'm Dave Morelli, and I'll see you next time.